Welcome to an exciting exploration of the Bible. Today we are taking a dive into prophetic dreams and visions in the Bible. From Joseph's dreams that foretold his rise to power, to Daniel's visions of future kingdoms, and John's revelation of the end times, God has used dreams to reveal his divine plan. These visions shaped history, guided nations, and pointed to God's ultimate authority over the world. Are you ready to test your knowledge and uncover the meaning behind these powerful prophetic revelations? Let's dive into 25 thought-provoking questions on this fascinating theme. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Share your thoughts and scores in the comments below. Question 1. What did Joseph dream about that caused his brothers to hate him? A. He would become a mighty warrior. B. He would marry a princess. C. He would discover hidden treasure. D. He would rule over them. The answer is D. He would rule over them. Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, "Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field, when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." Genesis 37, 5-7. Question 2. In Pharaoh's dream, what did the 7 fat cows represent? A. 7 years of war. B. 7 years of plenty. C. 7 nations. D. 7 priests. The answer is B. 7 years of plenty. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 years. It is one and the same dream. Genesis 41:26. Question 3. What did the 7 thin cows in Pharaoh's dream represent? A. 7 years of famine. B. 7 years of peace. C. 7 kings. D. 7 plagues. The answer is A. 7 years of famine. The 7 lean, ugly cows that came up afterward are 7 years, and so are the 7 worthless heads of grain scorched by the east wind. They are 7 years of famine. Genesis 41:27. Question 4. What was Joseph's interpretation of the chief baker's dream? A. He would be promoted. B. He would be restored. C. He would be executed. D. He would become Pharaoh's advisor. The answer is C. He would be executed. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and impale your body on a pole. Genesis 40:19. Question 5. What was Joseph's interpretation of the chief cupbearer's dream? A. He would be executed. B. He would be freed and restored to his position. C. He would be given a new name. D. He would serve in a foreign land. The answer is B. He would be freed and restored to his position. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand, just as you used to do when you were his cupbearer. Genesis 40:13. Question 6. What did King Nebuchadnezzar see in his dream that troubled him? A. A giant tree. B. A burning mountain. C. A hand writing on the wall. D. A statue made of different materials. The answer is D. A statue made of different materials. Your Majesty looked, and there before you stood a large statue, an enormous, dazzling statue, awesome in appearance. The head of the statue was made of pure gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partly of iron and partly of baked clay. Daniel 2:31-33. Question 7. What did the different materials in Nebuchadnezzar's statue represent? A. Different kings of Israel. B. 4 kingdoms that would rule the world. C. The elements of nature. D. The 12 tribes of Israel. The answer is B. 4 kingdoms that would rule the world. After you, another kingdom will arise, inferior to yours. Next, a third kingdom, one of bronze, will rule over the whole earth. Finally, there will be a fourth kingdom, strong as iron, for iron breaks and smashes everything, and as iron breaks things to pieces, so it will crush and break all the others. Daniel 2:39-40. Question 8. What did the stone that struck the statue in Nebuchadnezzar's dream symbolize? A. The kingdom of God. B. The destruction of Israel. C. The rise of Babylon. D. The coming of the Roman Empire. The answer is A. The kingdom of God.
In the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed, nor will it be left to another people. It will crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but it will itself endure forever. Daniel 2:44.
Question 9. What animal represented the kingdom of Babylon in Daniel's vision? A. A lion with eagle's wings. B. A bear with 3 ribs in its mouth. C. A leopard with 4 wings. D. A monstrous beast. The answer is A. A lion with eagle's wings. The first was like a lion, and it had the wings of an eagle. I watched until its wings were torn off and it was lifted from the ground so that it stood on 2 feet like a human being, and the mind of a human was given to it. Daniel 7:4. Question 10. What did the 4 beasts in Daniel's vision represent? A. 4 angels. B. 4 prophets. C. 4 kings and their empires. D. 4 judgments of God. The answer is C. 4 kings and their empires. The 4 great beasts are 4 kings that will rise from the earth. Daniel 7:17. Question 11. Who had a dream about a ladder reaching heaven? A. Abraham. B. Jacob. C. Isaac. D. Moses. The answer is B. Jacob. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. Genesis 28:12. Question 12. What did Solomon ask for in his dream at Gibeon? A. Wealth. B. Power. C. Wisdom. D. A long life. The answer is C. Wisdom. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. 1 Kings 3:5-9. Question 13. Who saw a vision of dry bones coming to life? A. Isaiah. B. Jeremiah. C. Ezekiel. D. Amos. The answer is C. Ezekiel. I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. Ezekiel 37, 1 through 10. Question 14. What did the handwriting on the wall in Daniel's vision say? A. Babylon shall stand forever. B. Beware of the king. C. The kingdom is safe. D. Mene, mene, tekel, parsin. The answer is D. Mene, mene, tekel, parsin. This is the inscription that was written, Mene, mene, tekel, parsin. Daniel 5:25. Question 15. What did Peter see in his vision on the rooftop in Joppa? A. Jesus in the clouds. B. A sheet with unclean animals. C. An angel with a scroll. D. A burning mountain. The answer is B. A sheet with unclean animals. He saw heaven opened and something like a large sheet being let down to earth by its four corners. It contained all kinds of four-footed animals, as well as reptiles and birds. Then a voice told him, Get up, Peter. Kill and eat. Acts 10:11-13. Question 16. What did the three baskets in the chief baker's dream represent? A. 3 years. B. 3 nations. C. 3 days. D. 3 servants. The answer is C. 3 days. This is what it means, Joseph said. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Genesis 40:18. Question 17. In Daniel's vision of the ram and the goat, who did the goat represent? A. The Greek Empire. B. The Persian Empire. C. The Babylonian Empire. D. The Roman Empire. The answer is A. The Greek Empire. The shaggy goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn between its eyes is the first king. Daniel 8:21. Question 18. Who had a vision of a flying scroll? A. Isaiah. B. Ezekiel. C. Zechariah. D. Jeremiah. The answer is C. Zechariah. I looked again, and there before me was a flying scroll. He asked me, What do you see? I answered, I see a flying scroll, 20 cubits long and 10 cubits wide. Zechariah 5:1-2. Question 19. What did Pharaoh's second dream about heads of grain confirm? A. That he would live long. B.
That his kingdom would be destroyed.
C. That Joseph was a false prophet. D. That the years of famine would surely come. The answer is D. That the years of famine would surely come. The reason the dream was given to Pharaoh in 2 forms is that the matter has been firmly decided by God. Genesis 41:32. Question 20. What did John see in his vision in Revelation that represented the churches? A. 7 trumpets. B. 7 scrolls. C. 7 golden lampstands. D. 7 altars. The answer is C. 7 golden lampstands. I turned around to see the voice that was speaking to me, and when I turned, I saw 7 golden lampstands, and among the lampstands was someone like a son of man, dressed in a robe reaching down to his feet and with a golden sash around his chest. Revelation 1:12-13. Question 21. In Nebuchadnezzar's dream, what happened to the great tree that represented his kingdom? A. It was burned. B. It was cut down. C. It bore great fruit. D. It was uprooted and planted elsewhere. The answer is B. It was cut down. He called in a loud voice, "Cut down the tree and trim off its branches, strip off its leaves and scatter its fruit. Let the animals flee from under it and the birds from its branches." Daniel 4:14. Question 22. In the book of Revelation, what did the woman clothed with the sun symbolize? A. The Roman Empire. B. The nation of Israel. C. The church in the end times. D. The second coming of Christ. The answer is B. The nation of Israel. A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. Revelation 12:1. Question 23. In the vision of Ezekiel's temple, what did the water flowing from the temple symbolize? A. God's judgment on Israel. B. The destruction of the nations. C. The blessings and healing power of God. D. The coming of the Messiah. The answer is C. The blessings and healing power of God. Swarms of living creatures will live wherever the river flows. There will be large numbers of fish, because this water flows there and makes the salt water fresh. So where the river flows, everything will live. Ezekiel 47:9. Question 24. What did the vision of 4 horses in Zechariah's prophecy represent? A. 4 empires. B. God's judgment and control over the earth. C. 4 prophets. D. The 4 Gospels. The answer is B. God's judgment and control over the earth. The angel answered me, "These are the 4 spirits of heaven, going out from standing in the presence of the Lord of the whole world." Zechariah 6:5. Question 25. What did the scroll sealed with 7 seals in Revelation represent? A. The judgment and plan of God. B. The history of Israel. C. The book of life. D. The laws of Moses. The answer is A. The judgment and plan of God. Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with writing on both sides and sealed with 7 seals. Revelation 5:1. That wraps up our deep dive into prophetic dreams and visions in the Bible. How did you do? Whether you knew all the answers or learned something new, the most important takeaway is seeing how God speaks, reveals his plans, and fulfills his promises through dreams and visions. Keep studying his word, seeking his wisdom, and trusting in his divine plan. Until next time, stay blessed and keep walking in faith.